Hello everyone, I am Leopocrypha. It is a pleasure to meet you. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you'll consider joining this soul family that we have going on here. Thank you so much for being here. If you are returning, welcome back, soul family. Hey girl, hey dude. I hope that everything is going good. As always, disclaimers, information, and decks are in the description box down below. If you're new, please have a look at least at the disclaimers so you can have an idea of how my tarot readings work. And as always, thank you all so very much for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And I love you guys always. And I'm always so grateful to have you guys here. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. I just saw a split. We're gonna jump right into it, and today's probably gonna be a shorter reading, but we'll see how this ends up. But based off of my battery, I'm sorry you guys. Yeah, so there's something that you have been struggling with. Okay, this is not the main message of the reading. This is just what I'm feeling based off of the split. There's something that you're trying to work on within yourself and have the strength to move forward towards your victory. You want to work on something. You're really trying to stabilize yourself and find your confidence. And you're really trying to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, that control you, that manipulate you, that use you, that do not reciprocate, that do not feel like healthy to you. You're feeling burdened at the moment. Perhaps it's about finances. You're really struggling to find your strength right now in whatever situation that it is. And right now I'm feeling there's a lot of heavy financial stress around you at the moment, but you're trying to stay strong and you're trying to walk away from things that no longer serve you. So perhaps this could be a job in some way. This could be a person who did not reciprocate to you. It could also be your mental, your beliefs. Okay, just notice 88. We'll get to that. Your beliefs on finances. But you're really trying to work hard. And with this 88 here, definitely you're trying to release cycles. You're trying to move forward from cycles and find your stability. Here's another 8. The strength card is also 8. So 888 may be a synchronistic number pattern that you're seeing. 4, 5 is a progression. So it's like you're trying to find your stability. The Emperor here is making me think of the 4 of Pentacles, which is about holding on tightly to what it is that you have. It could be out of fear. It could be out of spite. Holding on to your energy too. It doesn't necessarily just have to be finances or anything like that. It could be your energy, could be your time. But you're really feeling like there's something that's not coming to light. The Hierophant can symbolize marriage, can symbolize commitment. Could also symbolize like institutions, religious or otherwise. So perhaps you feel like something or someone, perhaps a job, perhaps there's an energy that you feel you have been mistreated or taken advantage of, and you're trying to walk away from that with a strong, victorious kind of energy. You're making the decision to move forward in whatever it is. Okay, so now I just looked up and saw 444, and I wasn't looking up at all. So now let's get into it. Now I'm curious what these are. You're tired of waiting around for something or someone. You're tired of being very, very giving and giving and giving and nurturing when you're not, again, when you're not receiving that back, when it's not being reciprocated. You want to find your stability, your fulfillment, your abundance, complete like happiness and stability. Like, you don't want to have to rely on anyone. You're not waiting around for anyone anymore. You're going and you're getting it and you're doing it yourself. You're not waiting around for it anymore. Whatever it is. Okay. I'm sorry. Now we can. Okay. Ooh. Cards left and right. Okay, I'm gonna take these. I kind of feel like that queen wanted to come out. Yeah, there's this energy of some not communicating and kind of holding yourself back, holding back your emotions and how you really feel about something. It could be out of stubbornness. It could be because you're not receiving, reciprocity. You're tired of giving and giving and giving and explaining yourself, your emotions to someone or, in some situation. And so it seems like you have decided to stop communication and just to be on your own and to feel whatever it is that you're feeling on your own without, again, waiting for someone to rescue you or to come and help you. You're starting to take the responsibility to find your own stability and happiness in your own life. The King of Wands in reverse and the Death in reverse. So there may be a masculine or some kind of energy of something masculine or passionate that's out of balance. And because whatever this energy is not going to be able to have this death. Like, for every new beginning, there has to be an end to something. And it's like you're struggling to end something or to find closure about perhaps someone in your life or something in your life, a creative project, perhaps a fire sign, which would be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Could also be a water sign. Well, the Death card is Scorpio card. Yeah, there's something that's not being able to come to light because there's no closure. These may be separate messages, so perhaps, one might resonate with you. Let's see. You're really struggling to come forward with an offer about something. Or if someone comes forward with an offer to you, you're not sure how you're going to take it. You don't feel the same way about this person, place, or thing as you used to. You don't feel the same anymore. Something has changed. I noticed the 5 and 5. We have 55 and we have a 1. So there's a lot of changes, actually. There are. Something's being reflected here. So perhaps there's some part of this scenario that is a reflection So perhaps the way that you're feeling someone else or something else, whatever it is, may be feeling very similar. You know, the Ace of Wands is that like very passionate, very creative, very sexy kind of energy, and it's in reverse. So I feel like there's this King of Cups, so to speak, in your life. It doesn't have to be a person. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. It's like I just realized all of the cards in this are reversed except this card, the King of Cups. So it's like whenever you see this situation or this person, you're reminded that offers didn't work. You're reminded that your passions, you know, perhaps some of the fire kind of burnt out. There were a lot of fights or arguments or things you guys didn't see eye to eye. Now, this is a good card to have in reverse because it's like you're not crying over spilled milk anymore. Instead, you're choosing to see what is behind you, not in terms of your past, but to literally look behind you and see things from a different perspective. Because when you're only looking forward, you're only going to see what's right in front of you. And, you know, with your peripherals, you're going to see a little bit more than that. But you're not going to be able to see what's behind you. And what's behind you are the Two of Cups. So there's something that you have strong feelings towards that you're trying to hold on to, but you're not communicating. You're not conveying how you truly, really feel. You want to say how you feel. You want to come forward with an offer, perhaps. But there's something about this King of this King of Cups. A lot of emotions are running high. Emotions are kind of going crazy. Let's see what else comes out. This card wants to come out again. This is the same kind of vibe as this card. And this is the 4 and then the 5. But they're both the same vibe. This one, the 3 cups have spilled over. But there's 2 cups behind them. And in this one, they're paying attention so much to these cups that they're not paying attention to this offer of love. And it doesn't have to be literally from a person. It could be something that you're interested in. But you're not realizing it. You're not recognizing it or seeing it because you're so focused and caught up on all this other bullshit. The Knight of Cups. So we're missing one knight. The one knight that we're missing is the Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel like whatever the situation is, like we have the Chariot. Whatever situation this is all encompassing. It drives you fucking crazy because you think about it in every aspect. What it is you want to say, how does it make you feel? It's not, I don't see it as just some little light thing. It feels big. We have 3. Look like tic-tac-toe. We have 3 in a row. And they're all in reverse. But then we have the Chariot underneath. So it's like in the physicality, in this 3D world, you or someone around you is refusing at the moment to come forward in any way, shape, or form. But deep down inside, ooh, they want to come so fast. Take that as you may. You could take that the wrong way if you want. But look. Oh, wow. This, look at that. Did you see that? It was like this. Okay. In the physical world, you or someone around you is refusing or denying themselves being able to move forward. And this may be a mirrored thing. So it may not just be you or this person, it may be both. But deep down inside, you really, really want to find balance, to have hope, to find clarity, and to stop going in circles and circles. You want that clarity. You want secrets to be... You want a light to be shined onto, or shown onto the secrets. So like, also deep down, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the World card in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse. But we have the 2 of Cups upright. So it's like deep down inside, no matter how you look at it, you always come back to this feeling of love. This feeling of wanting to find balance and unity. Strength too, because the Strength card has, not only is the Strength card here, but we have this angel in the background that is a lion. So it's reiterating just how much strength has been required of you to deal with this situation. You feel like you really want to come forward deep down inside, but then you're mixed. There are these mixed emotions. Because in the 3D, we see nothing moving forward in this regard to this situation. But deep down inside, there's this very, very strong desire to come forward fast. Now, the 3 cards that we see that are in reverse I'm talking about in the physical world are knights. The one underneath is a major arcana. So which one has more merit? Even with these 3 here, they don't have the same as this card, as the Chariot. The Chariot is a fast-moving card. I saw 1808. 8 again cycles, like the World card. There's this strong desire to move forward quickly. But then as soon as thinking about moving forward quickly, there's this memory of shit didn't work out when I did. So why should I? So it's like you think about your reality, you want to make a change about it, you want to speak your mind, speak your truth about it. But before you do, and you're ready to move forward and go through with that and send that message and say what you need to say and see that person or whatever, it's like immediately after your triggered response is like, well, it didn't work out before. Cycles, things kept happening in loops, the same thing happening over and over again. There was no reciprocity. Where was the love? If there were love, it would be reciprocal. There's this reunion kind of desire, but a lack of strength and a lack of belief that it will even happen. But then look, again, we end here with the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is like the Lover's card of the Minor Arcana. I feel like there's this sense that you and or this person have been trying to lie to yourself. Like a fake it till you make it kind of vibe that I'm getting. Instead of learning to heal it and release it and move on in a healthy way if that is what needs to be done, or healing it and coming together if that is what needs to be done. There's a lot of fears here in regards to this King of Water, this King of Cups. But underneath here we see this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is following her intuition, or trying to, and following her happiness, or trying to, not giving up on her passions and her desires and what fuels her heart. Because she knows, he or she, doesn't have to be a female, because she knows that abundance and true stability comes from confidence and self-belief. Again, I keep feeling this back and forth energy. Like, you know your worth, you know your strength, but then at the same time, you don't think that you're the magician sometimes. You're the magician, and that energy is here. But it's in reverse, so it's like you're not seeing how strong you are. And this is a cycle that keeps going on in your life. It keeps happening. You feel confident, and then when you're ready to do something, you shut yourself down. Or you allow past memories or past voices to shut you down and to tell you that you're not good enough to be the magician, when that's complete and utter bullshit. 2212, you are. But you need to find that balance, and you need to believe in yourself. You're the fucking magician. 2223. You're the magician, but you don't allow yourself to see it. You're too modest sometimes, and it does affect your life, because then it keeps you small. Your energy is trying to explode and trying to grow and trying to expand, and you're keeping it shut because you're thinking that you're not ready, or you're thinking that you're not good enough, and that's bullshit. You are. And you need to know it. You need to believe it. And you need to start embodying that. And when you do, beautiful things are going to come. Your biggest concerns in your life right now, I feel, are finances / career and love. And this doesn't just have to be love with someone else. This is self-love too. And I would argue that it is more importantly self-love than love with someone else. But the moon is here, so you're still not seeing things as clearly as needs to be seen. There's the 2 towers making me think of 1111. And we do have 1 and 1. Oh, look, we have another one. So there's 3 ones. And then we have the towers for 11. One is an amplifier. And as I stated not too long ago, your energy is trying to expand and grow. But it's not going to be able to when you keep dimming your light. That's what I'm trying to say. Stop dimming your light. Love yourself and give to yourself first and foremost before anyone or anything else. It's like if you howl off to the moon, is anyone howling back? Or do you just hear your own voice? If no one's howling back, if you're trying to send a message to someone and they're not responding, in other words, I feel like that's something that's going on in your energy. Someone might have ghosted you and you're struggling to see clearly why. Like, why would you treat me like that? Why would you do me wrong like that? After I called and I called, I called out to you. I would howl out to the moon, and no matter where you were, you didn't respond. And I find out that you were close by. You need to find reciprocity. But you need to give to yourself. You need to give and receive for yourself. So you need to give, you need to be reciprocal for yourself above all else. But with this is really making me feel like you are dimming your light. You're not giving to yourself as much as you need to. There's something about the bunny here. Perhaps bunnies are significant to you. I don't know, something about fertility maybe. Give to yourself. I remember growing up hearing like, you are blessed to be a blessing. Be a blessing for yourself before, we shouldn't expect to receive from other people. But we should expect reciprocity, and we deserve reciprocity no matter who you are. The Ten of Pentacles is saying again that you're trying to find your stability, your abundance, your happiness, your truest fulfillment. And the thing is, you're never going to find that when you're looking externally. 10-10. You're right at the end of something. You're approaching the end of a cycle, and you're trying to walk away from what no longer serves you, but there's still this imbalance because you're not giving to yourself. And if you started doing this, then I feel like Spirit is saying, like, good on you, we're proud of you, keep it up. The more that you give to yourself, and I don't mean in a selfish way, but the more that you allow yourself time, space, and energy for your healing and for your happiness, for you to do the things that you need to and want to do, then you're going to find stability, and all of that's going to flow freely to you, because then you're in alignment with your path. And when you're in alignment with your path, all of this flows easily to you. It doesn't mean that it goes without effort. There always needs to be an amount of effort from anyone involved. So you cannot have the stability and abundance and love and all of this if you do not do your part to get there. But the thing is, when you do your part, you're going to realize things fall onto your lap like nothing, because you're in alignment with your path. So things are naturally going to flow to you effortlessly. However, again, I will restate, it won't happen if you're not putting the time and effort that you need to do it. But when you do, it's going to come easily to you. It's going to feel like it was meant to be. It happened exactly how it was supposed to happen. Because the situations just fell into place where it helped you out in some way. Like perhaps you were given an opportunity out of nowhere. Perhaps you're looking for a job and all of a sudden someone comes up to you and asks you, hey, have you ever thought about working here? And you're like, whoa, this job just fell on my lap pretty much. Not literally, but what I mean is that the offer was there. So the door opened up to you. However, again, it is your choice to put the time and effort to walk through that door. But when you're in alignment, these doors are going to open for you effortlessly. However, it is always your choice to go through it or not. And just because it opens doesn't mean that it's going to flow to you. No, you have to go through that door. You have to cross that threshold. Truthfulness, the warrior, and connect with spirit. Truthfulness. I am truthful and honest with myself. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving, considerate way. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth, and I take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me and, in turn, others. I avoid gossiping or speaking negatively of others. The warrior. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Don't dim your light. And strength. Strength not only came out after I shuffled and started pulling cards for your reading, but strength came out before in that previous message before that. Truthfulness also did. Remember when I mentioned speaking your truth, coming forward? Speaking that truth, saying how you feel. These are confirmations of things that we have already been talking about. I grow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. That is, this card is this right now, and that moving forward. The warrior inside me is going to move forward no matter what. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Because I find balance within myself to speak my truth. And then we have connect with spirit. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self and my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there, waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth, and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask my inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. And that's something else that I mentioned is like, Spirit's trying to lead you in the right direction. The inner guidance is within you. When you see that door open, that's that guidance. Hey, come through this door. It's up to you to take it or not. And if you're ever wondering, ever doubting, then ask yourself and connect with spirit. Connect with your higher self. We have the throat chakra twice and the solar plexus. Throat chakra is about communication. Solar plexus is about that, creativity, that self-belief, that you like knowing your worth. I do notice that the symbols are quite similar. They're quite similar. There's something about 3 because I'm seeing the triangles, upside down triangles. It's like, that's the element of water. The triangle upwards is fire, the triangle downwards is water. The triangle upwards with the line is air, and down is with the line is earth. So there's a lot of water, there's a lot of emotions here in regards to this person, place, or thing. A lot of emotions are going crazy, and this is the perfect time to go within and connect with yourself, with your inner truth, truthfulness, and warrior, your strength. Now underneath is generosity. Heart chakra. Generosity is sharing. I give myself freely, and I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can, and I expect nothing in return. Blessed to be a blessing, in other words. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. This is saying you need to speak your truth about something, and this isn't even a throat chakra card, and it's mentioning about speaking your truth, speaking from your heart. What is more true than our heart? What is more in alignment with who we really are and what we really want in our life than our heart? And it's saying to speak from that, to speak from your heart center. Through love, I have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. So yes, don't expect things to heal within you until you're able to give yourself love. And until you're able to give yourself the time and the patience that you need. This is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the center of our being. The heart chakra is where our truth lies, not in our mind. It's in our heart. Now we need to learn how to speak in ways that align with our heart, but that can be conveyed in a strong, stable way. We should always follow our heart. I still believe that. However, we do also need to understand that sometimes we need to use our mind as well to protect ourselves, or to make sure that we're not just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving without reciprocity. And yes, it says to give without expectation of receiving. But like if you're in a relationship, for example, or someone acts like they want to be in a relationship with you, but they do absolutely nothing to prove it, and you're giving, 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 why? Why not give to yourself then instead? Because you can show up for you. But if someone isn't showing up for you and you're giving, 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 they obviously don't appreciate it. So why not give it to someone else who will? Above all else, though, you need to give it to yourself, because how can you give love to someone else if you don't have any to give to yourself? And people might be like, well, because then that love, you're giving it to someone else, so why do you need it for yourself? Because you will never know your self-worth. You will never truly understand that, I guarantee you, until you learn to love yourself. Because then there's going to be codependent behaviors that you may have that may go out of whack quite quickly on a flip of a dime or flip of a switch, because then you're not in balance. But when you're in balance and you know your worth and you love yourself, you're gonna give yourself time and energy and effort and all of that you need to make sure that you have your stability, to make sure that you have the stability that you need for. Let's see what else comes through. This reading is already longer than I anticipated, but I hope that these messages are resonating. Beauty. Okay. So, I mean, this isn't the confidence card, but it's definitely giving me that vibe. Like, you need to love yourself. You need to look in the mirror. You need to realize your beauty. And don't be modest about it. You're fucking beautiful. You're fucking sexy. You're gorgeous. People see that. They love your energy. They love being around you. But sometimes you can't stand being around yourself. or being alone with yourself. And that's really sad that you don't see your own worth and people see it. People can see that shit. They see how deserving you are, but they see that you're still struggling within yourself in some way, shape, or form. Or perhaps this is this other person. Take it as it resonates, leave what does not. You're trying to find yourself, you're trying to find your peace, you're trying to find transformation within yourself. You're finding what it is in your life that sparks this joy. And it's not going to be anyone. It's not going to be a person. It's not going to be a thing. It's not going to be a place. Because the only place you can find that is you, is within yourself. You see how she has her arms crossed like she's hugging herself? It's like when you give someone a hug so close that you just like her face. Like, like it's such a beautiful hug, like this energy that I feel from her. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of energy you need to give to yourself. And you give that away to other people far too often that you end up with none of it for yourself. But you see, the thing is, when you give to yourself, you're able to give to someone else. For example, when you allow yourself to sleep, to get enough time to sleep, you will have more energy throughout the day, not only for you, but for connecting with other people. But if you haven't slept at all, you're going to be too fucking tired to even connect. So yes, no matter what situation it is, you should give to yourself before you give to someone else. Right? You need to stop being so modest, and you need to start don't be afraid to show your confidence. If people are triggered by that, that only is a reflection of things that they need to work on. And it doesn't mean to be cocky about it, but it's like you're being modest, so much so to the point that you don't allow yourself to shine enough as much as you really desire to, just because you're fearful of people being jealous of you. So what? I know what that's like. I know what it's like being a jealous fucking bitch. Trust me. I've been there, and it sucks. But when people start to see your light and they start to see how genuine you are, who the fuck cares? If they can't handle it, that's their problem. Do not dim your light for anyone. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't. And you shouldn't either. You need to give to yourself. You need to be real. The only way for you to really shine your light and be 100% authentic is to not give a fuck. Really. And it's not in a way where you literally are being spiteful or gross about it. It's in a way where no matter what changes around you, you're still going to be who you are. And you're not going to let anyone take that from you. And that's something beautiful. And that's what all of this strength energy, we had the strength card and then we had the warrior. The strength card came out twice. And the warrior came out. So that's like 3 times. Finding that light within you and embracing it without fear or judgment, without holding yourself back. Love yourself. Give to yourself. Don't feel guilty for treating yourself every once in a while. Come on, like, you work your ass off for your finances, for your money, for your stability. You deserve to treat yourself. And if that's to go get a massage, go get a massage. If that's to go buy a new dress, then go buy a new dress. Like, whatever it is, I feel like you give and you give and you give to other people. Perhaps you're a parent, and so it's understanding that you're going to have that energy. But even more so, you need to give to yourself so you have enough energy to give to your child. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Let's say you want to hang out with someone, but you only had 3 hours of sleep. and you have work that day, do you think after a long, like, full schedule of work, do you think that you're gonna have as much time and energy to really be 100% in the moment with that person when you hang out with them, whether they're your child or not? No. Because you're gonna be so drained of your energy. But if you get like a full night's rest, then you're gonna have energy after work. You're gonna have energy for yourself and for other people. This card, like I went like that, and this one card slid to me. Willpower. You have free will. And you get to weigh your options, and you get to choose what is more important to you. You get to choose what you focus on. So it's like the moon card. The moon is here. She's choosing not to focus on the moon. She's choosing to focus on the world. And we had both cards in this reading. I'm sorry, today is a messy reading. We have both. And she's focusing on the world card, which upright is about moving forward and into that new chapter. Whereas the moon card is about the hidden, the unknown. So she's choosing, instead of focusing on, well, I don't know this, and I don't know what the outcome's going to be, and instead of focusing so much on the future outcome, focus on how you're going to begin the next chapter of your life. That's very important here. And underneath we have dreams. Follow your dreams, and perhaps you or someone around you is dreaming about you, or you're dreaming about someone. Travel is always making me think of the Six of Swords, which is about moving forward, moving away from the past, moving away from things that have hurt you. Empowerment. You need to stand strong in your power because you deserve it. And if you're saying, no, I don't, you're fucking lying to yourself right now. I don't care who you are. You are lying to yourself. If you tell yourself that you do not deserve to be empowered, then you're lying to yourself. Because you do deserve it. Because you're such a light, especially at this day and age. We need as many lights on, theoretically, you know what I mean? In such a dark period in our life. We need more people who are going to be giving and loving and kind and generous and understanding and compassionate. We need that. We need your light. You are here on this earth to live your life and live your experiences and to share that light that grows within you. To share that light with other people so that their heart can spark. So that the spark within them can be ignited again. To remind each other of our greatness, all of us. We all have that possibility. We all have that within us. And we need to be supportive of each other and loving and kind to each other. And be like, hey, you don't think you can be an artist? Shut the fuck up. Yes, you can. Like, look at all this amazing artwork you've done. Don't judge yourself so harshly. Every artist starts somewhere. And this doesn't just have to revolve around art. Take it as it resonates. It could be in regards to anything at all in life. I saw 4919. 9 is close to 10. So again, it's like you're trying to move to that next cycle in your life. It's kind of hard to help this other person move into a calm cycle within themselves when you're not in a calm cycle within yourself. How can you be empowered when you give your power away? That's disempowerment. Don't give your power away to someone who thinks your light is too bright. they could fucking wear sunglasses or go somewhere else. Straight up. If your light's too bright, don't dim it for anyone. Doesn't matter who they are. Let your light shine even brighter. Blind them with your light, so to speak, okay? I don't know why this is like completely random, but if someone's driving in the middle of the night, just be aware, like, don't have your highs on. You could be blinding someone that's not safe in a driving situation. So in the driving situation, yes, you don't want your high beams on when you're driving in the dark all the time. Okay, I don't know why that came out, but someone had to hear it, I guess. But life isn't in that same way. You shine your light. But the thing is, it's not in a cocky way to where it's like trying to outshine other people. Okay, I see. Maybe people think you're trying to outshine them. Maybe that's why I heard that message of not blinding someone in the dark when you're driving. Maybe people think that you are. And if they do, ask yourself, am I? Is my purpose here just to make someone jealous? Is my purpose here just to disempower someone? Or am I genuinely in alignment with myself and just shining brightly and they're just triggered by that? Be honest with yourself, but don't sugarcoat it, and don't lie to yourself, and don't be modest about it. Now, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, which would be out of spite or to make someone jealous, then yeah, that's not fucking right. But if you're doing it just because you're in alignment with who you are and you're just speaking your truth and you're just being you, then whoever has a problem with that, that's their own fucking problem. They can deal with it. No offense, but I mean, we all need to learn how to do that. And I'm speaking from personal experience because I can't tell you how many times in the past that I've been jealous over something, someone shining their light because I was too afraid to shine mine. So it just goes to show again, you need to love yourself. You need to shine your light for yourself. And the more you're able to shine your light in authenticity, the more you're able to share that and spark that within someone else. But you need to lighten up your load. And we have the world again. Light, okay. Where is it? Here it is. Look at this. I've never seen this way until right now. Remember how I was saying it's up to you to focus on the next chapter of your life or the secrets and the hidden that you don't know, which is the future? That's only going to cause you stress and problems, right? And that just proves right here. The more you focus on the future, the more stress it causes you. And then because you're so focused on this, the world is now on your back. And it grew. It grew and it's not in alignment anymore. And now you're burdened like all fucking hell because you chose to focus on the future when you should be focusing on the next step that you should take. It's like you're trying to look a mile ahead without realizing you need to take the first step in order to even walk a mile. And then the second step, and then the third step, and next thing you know, you've walked a yard. Or, I don't know, I'm terrible with conversions. So I'm not even going to try and convert that to meters or anything. But I think you get my point. How can you be focusing on the future so in depth when like it becomes so much of a burden that it's so hard for you to even take a first step? Focusing on the next step is all you should be focusing on. That doesn't mean that you can't have your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. Make that clear with yourself what you want that to be, what that is for you. But for example, you can't expect to become a doctor in one day. That's never going to happen. I don't care who you are, how much money you have, it's not going to happen. It takes years of education. It takes years of practice to even get to the point where you're able to call yourself a doctor. So if you want to be a doctor, that's what that moon is that goal. But you can't be like, I want to be a doctor so fucking badly that you're not even taking any steps towards it. 5553, 555 and 3, which is interesting because 5 was 3 times. 5 is about change, so you really need to change your perspective on this. It's not that you can't have goals and aspirations. It's not that it's bad to think ahead in the future in a healthy way. But when you're literally only focused on that and you're not focused instead on the next step, that's when it becomes a burden. Your friends see that. Your friends want to help you, but you need to open your heart to them and be honest with them. There's some closure that you may feel like you need clarity on. Look, bam. Some closure that you may need clarity on. Perhaps you have a friend who can help you with that. But you're never going to know unless you open up. There are some times where we literally cannot get closure from someone because they might have ghosted us. Maybe they blocked us. Whatever their situation is. We cannot expect closure from other people all the time because not everyone is going to be willing to give you closure. Not everyone's gonna even fucking care to give you closure. And in those situations, in particular, you have to find that for yourself. And the only way to find that is to go within and to shine clarity onto it. I said it was going to be short reading. It's already almost an hour. I'm terrible, you guys. I mean, I'm surprised my phone has lasted this long. Now, if it dies, then obviously I didn't notice it say 10%. Let's see what these are. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Oh, right as I said that, my phone said 10%. So definitely, I'm sorry, but these are the final messages for today. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So yes, you're trying to find balance within your life. You're trying to speak your truth. You're trying to be honest with yourself and your situation. I felt called to pull the last card in the back, and it was family, and the top was home. So there may be something in regards to your home life. Let's see. A personal issue reaches resolution. So you're right there at the end. Don't be crabby about it, though. Don't be crabby about it. Don't be bitter about it. That's taking a while. You need to be patient, and that's part of the process. That's part of the journey. Nothing will come of this situation. So again, if you cannot find closure from someone, you gotta fucking make it yourself. Look at the bigger picture. That's to find clarity. In order to find clarity, you have to view things from a higher perspective. You have to aim straight at what it is that you're trying to aim at. What it is that your goal is. Adjustments are required with that 5553 and all the 5 energy that came out earlier. Definitely there's changes that you need to make within yourself. And I feel like this may be in terms of, again, being overly modest just because you don't want to step on toes. Like if someone has their toes out and you're just walking, you got a lot of shit in your hands, you don't see their foot, well, that's their problem. Maybe you should be considerate of other people then and put your feet in. Just saying. Meditate and contemplate, same energy that we had earlier from one of the throat chakra cards underneath all of this mess. Truthfulness, this one, and this one. I'm sorry, I'm so messy today. Connect with spirit. Again, that's that balanced spirituality, that meditate and contemplate. Developing a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self and my spirit. That's what I was mentioning earlier too. So, let me see. I'm feeling called to pull one of these, and I think that'll be it, because it did give me a 10%, and I don't want it to just shut off before I can say bye to you guys properly. So let's get one more for you guys. Sorry, today's so rushed. Planets, let's see. We have the South Node. There will not be anxiety about trouble. And remember, reconsider. Now is not the time to. So whatever, when I was reading those, when you see those, if there was something that sparked a thought within you when you heard one of these words, that is something that you need to meditate on in order to gain clarity on, for your own sake and for you to move forward. We do have a dragon here. Dragons are very powerful, very strong. Find that inner dragon within you and don't let it go. I'm feeling this symbol of Ouroboros. If you feel called to look more into the meaning of Ouroboros, it starts with an O, then I recommend doing that. I don't know who that's for, but it's making me think back to cycles, figure 8, infinity symbols. Like the magician, on top of the magician's head is a figure 8. You're feeling really anxious about something that you really need to reconsider. You need to focus on yourself, not on this person, not on the future. You need to focus on now and how you can better yourself now, because now is not the time to be focusing outwardly. You need to focus inwardly. And that's not in a selfish way. Of course, you need to find balance, but it's saying right now your main focus should be on figuring out what it is that is within you that is holding you back and making you feel like you have to dim your light for other people. And underneath we have Jupiter, the granting of blessing from good fortune. Learn to teach, be positive about, and grow and expand. So definitely this is like a good final message. Learn to teach is similar to what I was saying. If you do not have energy for yourself, how can you give energy to other people? Be positive about. So regardless of where you are in your life right now, or your love situation, or your financial situation, you need to be grateful and be positive that things are going to happen for the best and that things are going to get better. And you need to learn to grow and expand. Have that mentality of, my purpose here on earth is to grow and expand, and you will, as long as you keep moving forward and taking steps necessary. So I'll leave it here. I just saw 1, 3, 23. So 1, 2, 3 is a progression of the beginning. So 10, 10 is the end, and 1, 2, 3 is the next beginning. So thank you all so very much for being here. I really, truly, greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you in the next video. And please let me know if you'd like to, any thoughts, concerns, questions, or anything that you'd like to say or inform me of. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Hope you have a great day. Blessed be. Bye.